Hi everyone, it's Jen. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I have some project shares for DIYArtbin Store on AliExpress. I am part of their design team, and I got a design team package in the mail this week, so I've been working on some projects. If you've been following me on Instagram, I've been showing some of them, but I wanted to come on today and show you all the ones that I've made, and I will have links to the different products I use down below in the description box in case you're interested in them too. Some really cute dies. DIYArtbin Store has a lot of dies that require some paper piecing. Some of them have more than others. It's not bad at all. It's actually really fun to do and to experiment with different color combinations and patterns and things like that. So let me show you the dies, and I'll show you the projects as I show you the dies as well. All right, so the first one is called the Teacup ice cream chocolate dies. So it looks like this, and I didn't cut it apart because there's really no need to. You don't have to put a full sheet of paper on top of this. You could just cut out a section, just a piece of paper to fit over one of the dies, whichever pattern you want for that die, and then run it through your machine. I just like to keep dies together as much as possible just so I don't lose them. So this one comes with the teacup, all different kinds of goodies to put in it. I thought this was a tooth when I first saw it, but it's a marshmallow. And there's like a rolled up cookie and just really cute things. So let me show you the card that I made. And I used a little creative license with the colors. So my little marshmallow, I used some gingham paper, and I just thought it was really cute. And just like I said, you could experiment with different patterns and things. I used a strawberry themed paper pad, which is this one from the Not Too Shabby shop. And I use that for most of the papers in here. I just thought, I don't know, I've told you guys before, I'm on a pink and green kick, so I went with it for this card. So yeah, all these dies come with it. You can paper piece the face on the marshmallow and the cup too, which I think is really nice. These are, they're small pieces, but not unmanageable at all. For the cheeks, I used some Nuvo drops. I didn't use dies for that. And the same for the cookie, I used some Nuvo drops on there. But it does come with the swirl piece die, comes with the cup, comes with the hearts, and it comes with the, it's supposed to be chocolate, but I just made kind of like a strawberry syrup on the sides, and the inside part comes with it as well. These heart dies come with it too, as you can see, these hearts. On the example on the website, they have them coming up as steam from the cup, which I think looks really cute, but I just wanted to put them on this heart too. These dies are not from DIYArtbin Store, but I thought they looked nice with the card, so of course I like to mix and match things from my collections. Where it says "You're Very Sweet," I'm not sure if you remember, but from one of my latest Hobby Lobby hauls, I hauled some holographic embossing powder. So I stamped this sentiment with Kitsch Flamingo Distress Oxide, and then poured on some of that embossing powder and then heat embossed it. So it gives a really nice holographic sheen to the words. So just in case you're wondering how that embossing powder works out, it's really cool. So that's my card. The inside looks like this. I just added another strawberry stamp I had in my stash, and I added some of the hearts that popped out from the DIYArtbin Store set. So "You're Very Sweet." I like that card a lot. So that's the first one, and let me just move that over. Okay, the next set, I showed this on Instagram as well. This is called the Summer Goldfish Bowl. And this comes, it doesn't show it as a shaker on the website, but you can make it a shaker, which I did, so I'll show you that. It comes with the different layers of the bowl, as you can see. It comes with a cute little fish. It comes with these seaweed things that you could put in the bottom of your bowl, and some rocks as well. A layering piece for the fish face, which is always nice. And yeah, so it's a good size. You know what? I didn't measure the other ones, which I always forget to do. But I will measure that in a second. Let me go to the Goldfish bowl and I'll measure that. So this is what I did. I made it into a shaker, as you could see. What I did was just tape these two layering pieces together on my die platform, and then ran through my pattern paper and my Dollar Tree foam board to make the make it high enough so you could turn it into a shaker. And then I cut out some acetate. The fish and the seaweeds are in there from the die set. I just glued them on before I sealed it all up completely with the shaker bits. And these shaker bits are just, things I've found in my stash. Or seed beads, which I love to use in shakers. Sequins. Did I put diamond dots in this one? I don't see any. I think it's mostly seed beads and sequins. Oh, and there are those teeny tiny, if you could see those little like bubbles, but they're small. So I thought those would be good to add to a fish bowl, of course. So there are the teeny ones are like an aqua color, and then I have bigger clear ones too. So just for different size bubbles. The papers I use, the back one is from Lawn Fawn, one of their newer paper pads, and these are just various ones in my stash. So, and I used a bow this is from Hobby Lobby in their Paper Studio sticker collection, and just a little heart from Lawn Fawn too, I believe. So super cute. Let's see how big this is. As a shaker, it's about almost 3 3/4 tall, and then 3 5/8 across, about maybe closer to 3 1/4. So super cute, right? This card itself measures, I think, 5 inches square. Yeah. So that's my next project. I love this. I was thinking, I was going to make it just the, like a 2D one, like on the website. But then I figured, you know what? If you can make it a shaker, why not, right? So let's go back to this card. The cup itself measures about 2 1/8 inches tall and 2 5/8 inches across, in case you're wondering. Okay, so sorry, I always forget to measure things right away. So those are my first 2 projects. Okay, the next one, I combined 2 different die sets into one project. The first one, this one's called the Sunflower and Bird dies. And again, I did not cut them apart. You can if you want to make the flowers filled in without the faces, but I wanted to keep faces on there, so I just left the faces attached to the die. It comes with these cute birds, 2 birds and then a ladybug as well. And it comes with the flower stems and bird wings here and bird face layering pieces. So I used that, and then I also used this die, and this one is called, they have one selection on their website called the Spring Dies. So this one is actually number A1216, and I will, I'll link the die, link down below, but you want to sort through the different ones to find this die itself, which is A1216. And this is a cute little fairy, so I thought it went perfectly together with this one. So this is the project that I made. I made a slimline card. I decided to go with more of a vintage shabby looking roses papers for the fairy itself and for the flowers. So these are actually papers from the Arala Miha shop on Etsy. They're digital papers. So that's what I did for this one, and I paper pieced it. Of course, I used pink for the insides of the flowers, and since the eyes cut out, I just backed them with a piece of black glossy cardstock. I colored in the cheeks with some Jane Davenport pigments, chalks, and there's that cute little ladybug that comes with the die set, and I used Nouveau drops for the circles. You could, paper piece those if you'd like, but I just like to use Nouveau drops for dots a lot of times. I did paper piece the faces on the birds because I did not trust myself to draw those or fill those in. This is a banner from Scrap Diva Designs, and I embossed "You Are Special" on there. That was from some other stamps that I had. I added a little piece of gold bling. I think it goes with the gold wings on the fairy. This is gold vellum that I had gotten at Hobby Lobby, and I'd like vellum for wings. I think that's a nice touch. And yeah, these are just slimline dies I have in my stash, and I've never made like a big, well, recently, since I've gotten the slimline die, I've been making slimline cards, and they're really fun when you have a big scene like this one. Speaking of big, let's measure. The fairy itself, or herself, measures about 2 3/4 inches tall, depending on where you put the hat, and the width is about 2 1/4. The flowers, again, you can make different heights depending on where you put the top of the flower on the stem, but the flower itself is about 1 1/4 inches, and then the stems are about less than 2 inches, 1 3/4. And the birds are about 1 inch by 3/4 of an inch. So really, really cute. Oh, let me measure that ladybug too. Can't leave her out. That's about 5/8 by about 3/4. And then the inside of my card, I just took an extra one of those flowers and did not put it on a stem, so I think it kind of looks like a sun there. And very simple inside before I decide what to put for a sentiment. So I think this is adorable. I used some green shimmer paper for the stems and for the base of the card, and I just tried to make them all like pretty soft colors. And the only patterned paper really is the floral. I mean, this is polka dot, but lots of times I consider polka dot a neutral, so I don't even count that. So yeah, the rest are Ralami Haas Shop papers. So really, really cute die set, easy to put together, and you could do lots of different color schemes with it. You can make like fall fairies or different seasons. So I like things like this a lot that are versatile. So that's my next project with those 2 die sets. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, this one is in that same listing on DIYArtbin Store, and this one is A1216, and this one is bugs and flowers, and these are super cute. It comes with all these 4 different bug faces and then different bug bodies. There's like a ladybug kind of body, a snail, these 2 go together to make a dragonfly, and then there's like a little bee too. And you can make flowers as well. There are some layering pieces. So you can mix and match the faces with the bodies and make all sorts of different ones. Use the layering pieces if you want, but lots of times I just use Nouveau drops for those. So let me show you what I made. I have them all kind of loose on a piece of paper, so I'm just gonna bring it over kind of carefully. So these are all the bugs that I made. Aren't they so cute? Oh my gosh. Let me just measure them quick before I get too crazy into this. They're about 1 1/2 inches long, depending on the bug. And then depending on how you put them together, about 1 1/2 inches across, give or take, depending on the bug. So aren't they adorable? I did paper piece the eyes. I used the eye die from this set and used the glossy black that I always use from Tonic Studios for eyes like this. For the mouths, they like emboss a little bit, so I just took my Micron black pen and just followed the line just to make little smiles. You don't have to. You could see the smiles and those eyes without it, but I think it really emphasizes it, so I wanted to add those black touches. For the antenna, you can layer those with some layering pieces from here, but I chose not to do that. I just used different Nouveau and pearl drops that I have in my stash. I have them, they're easier for me, so I just like to use those, and I like the look. All right, sorry, I just had a coughing fit. My allergies are getting to me. So anyway, as I was saying, I use Nouveau drops and pearl drops for the antenna, and then for the heads, I raise them up with a little bit of foam tape, as you can see, just to add a little bit of dimension to these cute little bugs. And different papers I used, this little cherry paper, that comes from This paper pack from Paper Rose, it's a newer one. It's called Sunny Days Patterns. And I like this one because it has really teeny tiny patterns, as you can see. So in addition to the cherry one, I used it for the butterflies and for that floral one as well. And I used them over here too. The little green floral is from Lawn Fawn, the one I was using before, the Flower Market. Oof, allergies, horrible. And so you can make flowers as well with that die set. They're just very simple, just like one flower, and it cuts out little floral centers too. You could use Nouveau drops for those as well, but they're pretty big, and I just wanted to use all the different cutouts from running this through different times with different papers, so I figured I would just use them all to make the flowers. So for the bee, I only made one of the bees. Well, no, I made two, but I didn't add the stripes on this one. I just kind of left it with the embossed lines on it. But for this bee, I used the layering stripes that are actually in the die set, and just to make it look more bee-like. So yeah, aren't they cute? And I use that Jane Davenport chalk for the cheeks as well. So that's that one, and we're going to move on to the next project. Let me move all these dies over here so we can see. Okay, so this one is super cute. It is a, in that same die section, that same die link, and this one is number A1217. This one is just a rainbow, and all the different pieces of the rainbow pop out separately, and it comes with the cloud dies, and then all these different hearts, which is nice. So it comes with the heart that's attached there, and then 6 other ones. So you could cut out a whole bunch of hearts with this. So what I did was I cut this out. Let's see, there are, I think 7. Yeah, 7 different colors on the one rainbow. So I cut it out 7 times from 7 different colors. And once you do that, and you make one, you have all the other extra pieces, so you can make a whole bunch of rainbows at once. So let me show you the card that I made. And yeah, this is it. So cute, right? And so what I did was to layer them up, because there isn't like a base piece to put these all on. I cut this out of Dollar Tree foam board, as well as all the different colors. And then I just put some glue on the foam board, and then just took piece by piece and glued them on top of the foam board in the different colors. So yeah, so it came out really pretty like this. I used that new AC cardstock that I just hauled from Zulily. And I also cut the hearts out of the foam board, and they cut out of the paper as well. So I just, you know, layered those here and put them on the bottom of the rainbow, just because I think they look cute. This was like the example on their website, and I like that a lot. The clouds, I used some textured glitter paper from Joann's. This paper back here is Doodlebug. I thought it went perfectly. And this sentiment is part of ephemera from Doodlebug from the Cute and Crafty collection. And it just goes perfectly, right? You color my world with all the colors of the rainbow. So I thought this was a really nice, cheerful card. The paper behind it just totally goes with the hearts and the colors and stuff. And so the inside, this is another piece of ephemera from Doodlebug, and didn't really do too much to it because I'm not sure what it's for yet, but this is my example. And the rainbow itself, when you put it together, is 3 5/8 inches long and about 2 inches high. And the clouds, which are really nice, there are 2 different clouds that it gives you. They're not 2 of the same. It's about 1 3/4 by 1 1/4. So, you know, the clouds like face each other. And I have all these pieces left over. I have all of these different rainbows that I can use in different projects or send as part of Happy Mail. I made a bunch of extra clouds too. I figured why not while I was doing everything. And I have a bunch of hearts too. A lot of them are the white ones, which I can use in lots of projects. These are just left over from the rainbow papers. So yeah, you know, you cut something like this out once and you have lots of different embellishments. So, and they're all really pretty, just a little bit different in the color placement. DIYArtbin Store sent me 2 of the rainbow dies with the clouds and the hearts by mistake. So since I have an extra one, just if you've watched till the end here, I'm going to send this to somebody who would like it, and all you have to do is mention the word rainbow in your comments, and next week I will announce during my Friday haul who won this die set, and I'll pop it in the mail to you once you send me your address and stuff. So again, just mention rainbow in the description box down below, and I will pick a winner next Friday. So that's it for my examples. They did send me this die too, which is called the Spring Flower Steampunk, and I will insert a picture here from the website. I just haven't gotten to it, but this is really cute. It's got a key on it, which you can use for lots of different projects, not just with the steampunk theme. And then it has the flower with the layering pieces, and then gears and stuff that of course always go with steampunk projects. So of course I'll link it down below. I just don't have an example for that. All right, so those are my projects for DIYArtbin Store for this release. I hope you like them. Any questions, please leave them down below. Again, I will link them all down there in the description box. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what your favorite is. And these are really fun to make. I think they're all cute and cheerful, and DIYArtbin Store is very famous for that. All right, so thanks again, and I'll be back soon with more crafty videos. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.